The lonely acorn who found friends once upon a time in a vast and colorful forest. There lived a tiny round acorn named Oliver. Oliver was not just any acorn. He had the shiniest brown shell and a little cap that looked like a tiny hat. But despite his charm, Oliver had one big problem. He was lonely. All the other acorns had already fallen off their oak tree and rolled away on exciting adventures. Some had been buried by squirrels, others had sprouted into little trees, and some had even been taken by curious birds who mistook them for fancy forest jewelry. But poor Oliver, he was still stuck on his branch waiting for the wind to shake him loose. One breezy morning, Oliver finally felt a big gust of wind. "This is it," he thought, holding his breath. The branch shook, he wobbled, and with a loud pop, he tumbled through the air. Plop! He landed right on top of a fuzzy squirrel named Tilly, who let out a surprised squeak. "Ouch! What was that?" Tilly exclaimed, rubbing her head. She looked down and saw Oliver blinking up at her. "Oh, hello, I'm Oliver. I didn't mean to fall on your head. I've just been waiting to start my adventure." Tilly giggled. "Well, you sure made an entrance." "But where are you going?" Oliver frowned. "I don't know. I just don't want to be lonely anymore." Tilly's nose twitched with excitement. "Then you should come with me. I'm gathering nuts for winter. I could always use a friend to help." Oliver beamed. "Really? That sounds amazing." So Oliver hopped into Tilly's tiny paws, and off they went, bouncing through the forest. Along the way, they met a talkative bluebird named Benny, who thought Oliver was a magical acorn with special wishes. "Can you grant me the ability to sing like an opera star?" Benny asked, flapping his wings eagerly. Oliver chuckled. "I don't think I have magic, but I'd love to be your friend." "That's even better." Benny chirped, "Come with me." So now Oliver had two new friends. As they continued their adventure, they stumbled upon a sleepy hedgehog named Harriet, who had a habit of rolling into a ball whenever she was nervous. "Who goes there?" Harriet called out before immediately curling into a spiky ball. "It's just us," Tilly said. "I have a new friend named Oliver. It's a very special acorn." Harriet peeked out. "Special, huh? Does he know any good bedtime stories?" Oliver grinned. "I know plenty. I spend all my time on the tree listening to the birds tell stories. I can share some with you." Harriet uncurled and clapped her tiny paws. "Then you must stay with us. Friends who tell stories are the best kind." As the days passed, Oliver, Tilly, Benny, and Harriet had all kinds of fun adventures playing hide-and-seek in the leaves, watching the stars at night, and sharing stories around the biggest tree in the forest. And for the first time ever, Oliver didn't feel lonely anymore. One bright morning, after a heavy rain, Oliver noticed something amazing. His tiny shell had started to crack, and a little green sprout was peeking out. "Look," Oliver said excitedly. "I think I'm growing into a tree." "Wow," Benny gasped. "That means one day you'll have your own branches and acorns, and they'll never be lonely because they'll have you." Oliver felt a warm happiness spread through him. He had found wonderful friends, and soon he would help new little acorns find their own adventures too. And so the lonely acorn was lonely no more. Instead, he became the heart of a big, beautiful friendship that lasted forever. The end.